So, I don't think I'm looking at the right thing. There we go. I'm holding it, so if it gets shaky, it's because I'm angry. I thought I'd film this because I had an interesting day today. I had a garage sale today, and I had one yesterday. I did pretty good. But that has nothing to do with this. It's the fact that you have to remember that I had 5 garage sale signs. I put one down in the corner of my street. I put one down over there on Lincoln Street. I put 2 down over on these 2 streets, and I put one on 45th. There's a church. It's a big old Catholic church. I drove by it all the time. And I put it on the part of the church, which isn't the church's. It's that section that's closest to the road. You know what I'm talking about. Where it's not the church's property. It's actually the city's property. I didn't put it on a telephone pole. I took a thin piece of metal. Piece of metal is probably thinner than this. It's probably the thickness of a pencil. And it was my father-in-law's. And he does like welding and woodworking and stuff. So I wasn't sure how important these pieces of metal were. And granted, that would make you say, well, then don't use them. But this was my husband's idea, his son. He said, it's fine. Just get them back when you're done. It'll be fine. It'll be fine, he says. It's not fine. Go and get all my other signs. Take my kids over there. I yell my oldest, he's 13. I said, run down to the corner. Because it's a little ways you got to walk from the parking lot. And I say, go get the sign. Signs, just go pull it up. Give it a good heft. I'm watching him. He's standing there. No sign. Comes walking back. Yell out the window. What are you doing? Get the metal. Just get the metal in the sign. And he's going, it's not there. I'm like, what do you mean it's not there? And he goes, it's not there. Get out of the car now. I walk down there. Mom, it's not there. Okay, it's probably just stuck in the ground. Maybe the sign blew away. Just grab the metal. That's all I need is the metal. Go about my life. Walk all the way down to the busy intersection corner. I'm standing there. No metal. No sign. No nothing. Gone. Go back to the church. The church is open. There's people there. I'm like, I'll just go to the main office. Go into the main office. I asked about like 5 different people. Where's the office? Who do I need to talk to? Finally find the office. There's a lady in there. And I say, who do I talk to about my garage sale sign? It's been taken down. It's been taken down? She was like all surprised. And I'm like, okay. I just need it back. Well, let me go find maintenance. So they'd be the one that would know about that. Okay. She disappears. Standing there. Comes back. Oh, he'll go get it. He took it down. He's bringing it. Okay. Standing there. And I'm getting angrier by the second because he took the sign down. And I needed that so people would come to my garage sale. Because today, I didn't have as many people as I did yesterday. Because I'm thinking the sign was gone. So he comes out. He's holding this unbent coat hanger. Which is like a really thin piece of metal. He's holding that. And I'm like, that's not it. And he's like, yeah. So I took the sign down because yesterday when I read it, it said October 19th, Thursday, and today's Friday the 20th, and I interrupted him, and I'm like, no. I went down last night at 7:30 at night, and I changed it. So I know for a fact it said Friday the 20th. Well, yesterday when I read it, it said, October 19th. Okay. So, because you read it yesterday, you think it's okay to just pull up a random sign and I'm sure it's going to be exactly the same. Well, but I read it yesterday and I threw it away with the garbage now, so I don't have it. I'm sorry. You threw it away? You know what? Let's get back to the fact that you threw my garbage can. I said my garbage can. I meant to say and threw it in the garbage can. My kid walked in and he distracted me. And I just want my metal back. That's all. Don't care about the cardboard. Just want my piece of metal back. Well, I don't have it because I read the sign yesterday and I pulled it out of the ground and I threw it away. And now it's in the garbage. And I'm like, my voice must have raised about 6 octaves. I don't even know how I reached these notes. But I was so freaking mad. All I did was envision staring him in the face, which is ridiculous. There's something wrong with with me, with my genes. My dad's like this. My mom's like this. It's the genes of the Taylor family. I like the mafia. All I wanted to do was hurt this man. And I'm raising my voice, like I said, 6 octaves, and I'm yelling at him. So, let me get this straight. You read a sign the day before and decided to go out to not even your property and rip out a sign out of the ground and throw it in the garbage. And I'm yelling at him, and he's like, you need to not be yelling at me, and I'm like, I lowered my voice a little bit, and I said, I'm not yelling at you yet. I just want my medal. And he's like, well, we're in the church of God, and I'm not going to argue with you. If you want to argue with me, we can step outside. That's fine. Let's go outside. So I'm following him outside, and I'm yelling at him. Voice is getting louder. I'm like, I just want my piece of metal. And this sounds stupid, but it wasn't my medal. It was my father-in-law's medal. I just wanted it back. But no. All he kept repeating was that he read it yesterday, and it said October 19th, Thursday. I'm like, so what, you can't read today? You didn't pick it up today and read it? Then he changed the story and tried to tell me that it was on the ground. And I'm like, same thing. He's like, I pick up garbage all over here from everywhere. And I'm like, I don't care where you pick up garbage from. That has nothing to do with this. You are lying to me now. You told me that you pulled it out of the ground. Why would you do that? It wasn't yours, wasn't even on your property. And he just kept repeating that it had fallen over. And I'm like, and he's like, I'm not going to argue with you on church property. But a minute ago, he said he wasn't going to argue with me inside the church. That's why we moved outside. And I said, you know what? You don't want to argue with me on church property? That's fine. Let's go down to the damn corner where my sign was. We can argue there. He had an attitude with me and tried walking away. And said, you're going to keep arguing with me over a piece of metal. I said, it was my property. I said, I don't even care about the cardboard. I just need the metal. Metal was important. It wasn't mine. It's my father-in-law's. He does welding and woodworking, and it's his important piece of metal. You shouldn't have touched it. All I'm asking you to do is to go get it. And he couldn't go do it because he told me, no, I'm not getting it. It's in the dumpster over there, and you can go get it if you want. I went over to the dumpster. I looked. It wasn't in there. As best as my ability, it wasn't even a full dumpster. But I couldn't see it, and it was too deep, and I had nothing to stand on. He didn't even once say he was sorry. All he kept saying was that it said October 19th, Thursday, and that how dare I be arguing with him over a piece of metal. This is where it gets to where I notice that something is not quite right. I got in the car. I'm screaming and yelling. Kids are with me. I'm trying not to cuss. And they're like, what happened? And I have the windows rolled down because it's nice out and we're trying to pull away from the church. And he's sitting outside, that guy, eating lunch. And they're like, why did he pull up the sign, Mommy? And I'm like, because he's a fucking idiot! And I scream at it out the window. Drove away from the church, flipping the church off. Okay, sorry about that. I had to pause. That was a totally different situation. Bring that up in a different video. But anyways, I drove away from the church, flipped off the church, as I was so angry. That's when you know something is not quite right with you or your family, because their family's like that. And when you're like scrolling through Facebook and you see these crazy ass stories and it's like, man kills wife and family in cold blood and because his breakfast was burnt, and you're like, that can't be real. Nobody's that crazy. Yes, some people are. The whole way I'm driving to go get the other sign on the other few streets down, my anger is building and I'm just like screaming and yelling and I'm like, I want to go back and I want to run him over and I want to stab him in the face and want to take a stick and just stab him in the eye and just kill him till he's dead. And I'd be one of these Facebook stories. You'd be scrolling and it would say, crazy ass woman kills good going Christian man in church parking lot. And then you'd click on the story like, what? What's going on? And it would say, because she couldn't get her garage sale sign back because he threw it away. A piece of cardboard and a piece of metal. She killed a man. That's not right. No. You know? Or I can't get across to you the amount of anger that I had for this over a freaking Gretzel sign. Did you think about it? I thought about it as I was driving. I was like, you know, you're getting this upset over a piece of cardboard and a piece of metal. I'm like, but that's not the point. He touched my property. It was my property. He had no right to touch my property. We have problems. Big problems. I even checked the dumpster. It wasn't there. I called him a liar, too. Many problems. Okay, so that was my anger fit for today. I had to share this with somebody because I was like, I can't be the only one that goes ballistic in their head. I mean, obviously it doesn't do anything about it, but you have that moment and you're like, I could kill you. And then you think about, okay, sitting there in court, what was your defense, ma'am? And I stand up in front of everybody and I say, he took my fucking yard sale sign with my cardboard. And I didn't even care about that. I just wanted my piece of metal back. All right, and that's about it for today. Have a good day, guys.